Hello, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, you're also very welcome. My name's Aaron. Today I want to talk about give yourself space to F up. I'm gonna cuss in this video, but not in the first couple of seconds. YouTube be tripping. Whatever. Actually, fuck that. No censorship. Fuck censorship. Give yourself space to fuck up. Basically, what I mean by that is, it's in the proof is in the pudding. Give yourself space to fuck up. I feel like perfectionism in like the last like year or two has really been like put off a pedestal, which is amazing to see. It's so dope to see us finally like us by whatever. It's so dope to see us like taking perfectionism off a pedestal and taking perfection off a pedestal. But I feel like we it seems like the internet mostly talks about perfection in the sense of like art or like creativity or like putting yourself on the internet or like showing up. But like I feel like it's not talked about enough in just like daily everyday life. Like we make mistakes, and as humans we're going to make mistakes, and I feel like this is the aspect of perfectionism I don't see made often. Like I don't see people talk about perfection in the sense of like overcoming addiction or like growing or like trying to change who you are and having like aspects of yourself in the past show up. Like I don't see perfection talked about in this manner, and like this is something I'm going through right now. Like I'm not gonna get too into the details, but like I battle some addictions, and like within like the last like year I've been breaking these addictions. But like for instance like tobacco or nicotine is an addiction I just recently relapsed into and fell into, and it's like all day. Like I smoked like a cigar the other day, yesterday and the day before, and after I smoked, like it just made like my whole it just fucked up my whole energy, and it fucked up my whole vibe for the whole day because I smoked this cigar. And then this is like what I'm trying to teach this lesson, not teach, because like this is what I'm trying to share my thoughts on. This is what I'm learning. It's like give yourself space to fuck up. Like relapsing, for instance, I'm just using this as an example. You could apply what I'm saying to anything in your life for real. I'm just talking about it as a macro, as a concept, but I'm using this cigarette shit as like an example. But I had smoked a cigar the other day, and like I said, it fucked up my whole day. But like, it shouldn't have to. This is what I'm talking about. Give yourself space to fuck up. Like, we are human. Like, no matter what, you're always gonna be fucking up all the fucking time. You're gonna be messing up here. You're gonna be messing up there. You're gonna be messing up tomorrow. You're gonna be messing up yesterday. You're always gonna be messing up and fucking up. So like give yourself space to be human, because like it's just not messing up isn't something you need to beat yourself up for and abuse and torture yourself over. Like it's part of being human. Like you're gonna take L's, and some L's you don't have to take. Like you don't have to learn things the hard way. Like for instance, I didn't have like I take accountability. I shouldn't have smoked. I know that shit's not good for me. I know it's not something that makes me feel good or confident about myself. But like I'm human. Like sorry. Like I'm gonna fuck up. Like I just make sure not to do it again. Like if I'm breaking the habit, it's gonna come back up. It's like one thing that helps me conceptualize something like this is like it's like when you're cleaning something, you have to come into contact with the dirt. You have to get up and close, and you have to get dirty before it gets clean. So it's the same thing with growth. Growth is like it's beautiful on the outside, and the results are amazing, and it's crazy cool, love and light, whatever the fuck people talk about. That a lot of that stuff is true. Like growth is the most beautiful shit ever. But actually the process that it takes to grow is getting uncomfortable. It's going to the gym. It's journaling. It's facing your demons. It's going outside and talking to people and putting yourself out there when you know you're kind of anxious and you feel awkward. Like these are things like that happen. Like this is another good example. So like you see me here talking to you, I'm smiling, I'm confident, I'm charismatic, I'm all this type of shit. But like if you see me 3 years ago, bruh, nah, bro, I was hella awkward, bro. Like when when COVID happened, bro, like nah, bro. I dropped out of school when COVID happened as well. So like my last 2 years of high school, which would have been my would have been last 2 years of high school because I dropped out my sophomore year, were like happened right when COVID happened. So like I had 2 years in the crib, not doing shit, bruh. So I lost all my social skills, and like I had to go through the process of like going outside and like talking to people and like trying to like get my social skills back, which I did. You see me out here, you see me, you see me. You get what I'm saying? But like it took like going through a lot of awkward, super awkward moments and interactions that happen, and like you have to give yourself grace to fuck up and give yourself space to fuck up, because the way you get to where you want to get to in life, no matter if that's some big dream or if it's just like growing, you have to fuck up. You fuck up your way through life, and you have to give yourself grace. Don't expect yourself to always be perfect. Don't expect every time you shoot to get a three. You're not gonna splish every shot you throw, but like if you don't throw at all, then it's like a waste of your time and your energy. But like give yourself space to fuck up. Like skating, another good example. Like skating, you're gonna fuck up. You have to give yourself space to fuck up. If if you were a skater and every time you fell or you didn't land a trick, you threw a bitch fit about it, and you got mad at yourself and you said, "I fucking suck at this. What the fuck? Oh, all this type of shit." You're never gonna get good at what you want to do. You gotta give yourself space to fuck up. It's just part of life. You feel what I'm saying? I do want to say though, I'm not saying this as in the way of like, don't use space to fuck up as a crutch or as an excuse. Take accountability. Like if you did something like for instance, like I said with cigarettes and like tobacco and trying to quit nicotine. Like this is something I did. This is something I fucked up on. I'm not gonna run from my mistakes. I'm not gonna run from the fact that I fucked up. But I'm also not gonna beat myself into the ground over it. Like there is a thing too where it's like they say what you don't choose to change, or what you don't change you choose. So like if you're choosing to stay the same, that's different. Like you're not fucking up, you're being complacent. There's a difference between a mistake and a difference between a habit. Both need accountability, but both are different. If you're in a habit and you're doing this shit every single day and you're not trying to change, fuck that gray shit, fuck that give yourself space shit. You need to take accountability and you need to do something about it. But like if like for me for instance, like before I smoked this, or I've been battling nicotine, and the way it usually goes for me is like I'll smoke a cigarette and then I'll buy a pack of cigarettes and I'll smoke for about a week, and then I'll go like 2 months without smoking, and then I'll see somebody smoking, I'll ask the bum one, I'll smoke, and then I'll get back into it. But it's always like bigger breaks, and the breaks between where I'm not smoking and then going back to smoking are always getting bigger. So like the minute I come back to it, it's like yes, I'm gonna feel guilty and I'm gonna feel like shit, but like it's all about regrouping and coming back and realizing like, yo, it's chill. This is gonna happen as long as the breaks are bigger in between, and as long as I'm trying to change this, and it's like I can give myself grace and space to fuck up, because it's like relapsing is part of growing. Like breaking an addiction, relapse is part of that. And I'm just using this as my example. If you're resonating with what I'm saying, read between the lines, you feel me? Be able to apply this and whatever makes sense for you. Like, don't, come on, use your mind, whatever. But I think I kind of got most of this point that I wanted to say. Give yourself space to fuck up. You're human. Like, if you realize that fucking up is part of being human, and fucking up's not that big of a deal, life's not that serious, you can relax and you can chill a little bit.